I'm making hummus! As I've been reviewing albums and I've been working on my own music, I've noticed something kind of interesting and unfair about the way that many people perceive a band. Essentially, it feels like these days that musicians and bands have sort of become like music franchises rather than artists. Franchises are built on being dependable. You know what you're getting and you know that you will always get it. Artistic inspiration is fundamentally at odds with consistency because it's based around exploring something new. And whether that novelty is based in style or structure or even theme, it's the reason that making art is compelling. It's the thing that makes us push ourselves to make our expression of the novelty as good as it can possibly be. And for the music listener, this results in much more engaging and valuable and lasting art. Now, I can't speak to other cultures, but I know in America, or at least in Southern California, the idea of an album kind of tends to not really be a work of art as much as it is an installment in a series. But in this case, each hour-long episode of the series is separated by at least 2 years. What this means, though, is when an album comes out, we listen to it, enjoy it, and then start waiting for the next one. Because our impression is that an album is not self-contained. It's something mainly that we content ourselves with until the next one comes out. And I think we lose something in that. Because what it means is that either an artist dumbs down their sound or gets lazy in producing things that they already know that their fan base enjoys. Or they experience backlash when they do experiment. Instead of viewing an album as a part of a series or a piece of a franchise or an aspect of a brand, I think that we need to start seeing it as a contiguous piece of art that has a beginning and has an end and will never be done again. Because if we can fully grasp the idea that an album in and of itself is worth treasuring and valuing independent of the albums that surround it, then we won't feel a need to have more of it given to us by the artist. And as a result, we'll be intrigued rather than disappointed when the album that we've been anticipating for months or years doesn't sound exactly like what we've heard before. And for artists, this is incredibly liberating. Because essentially what it means is that we no longer have to focus on making more music. We can just focus on making good music, no matter what that is. And as a result, we'll be less prone to falling into ruts and making music that isn't really worth the listener's time. All because we view ourselves as a push-button experience machine rather than creative individuals. No matter how great an artistic idea or direction is, eventually it will run out of steam. And when that happens, the music that gets made doesn't really have much lasting value. Because there's only so many times that you can outdo yourself in the same way. This is Jackie Carachet wishing you the best of luck in consumption and creation.